system, let's turn it up a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. As they start on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going up top. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away. What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's got some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Brought down at the 20. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Ready? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job. Negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On one, ready? 11-90.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
11, empty, tight. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Mixon on the toss right. The solid stiff arm. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
12. 11, Thomas.
Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On second and goal, Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. And some space here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Burrow on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Ready?
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. 20.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Another try for Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. They felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's a run with Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big 1st down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That complete to the former Bengal, C.J. Uzomah. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after. More. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
11.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
From 4 yards out.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
Running left, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Easy to see. I notice that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1.